my life, I spend a lot of time alone, and it's given me time to like make a lot. I just find love in the stroke.
Hey guys, you're listening to Andreas Talks Art with your host, Andreas Kramer.
It's the wild, wild west out here. I'm trying to hunt down all the artists on their creative pursuit. Art is this expression of human imagination that drives the process of introspection and contemplation that creates a limitless potential of creativity. And in the end, it's not about the art. It's about the mind and the soul that turn their imagination into a reality. So what does it mean to be an artist? And more importantly, what does art mean to you?
Yo, what is up, guys? We are back with another episode of Andreas Talks Art. Oh, yeah, and today, I have a special guest for you. He's a Reiki master, a fine artist, a figment of your imagination, and we're all figments of his. I bring to you none other than Toeknee Martian. That's toe to the knee. So let's sit down and talk some art with Tony.
Dude, do you remember when you first got into art?
I was into art because my brother drew, actually.
Yeah.
And the first things that I would draw was like Bart Simpson and the Ninja Turtles. I was really good at drawing Ninja Turtles. If I looked at the shit now, I'd probably be like, damn, I drew better back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
Better, or it's just like more interesting to you?
just better and probably more detailed and stuff, or like, I don't know. And I would actually more so try in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's just like whatever comes out.
Wasn't your brother's style like very different from yours? At least your style now.
He did cartoons too, and he was really good. But I would draw the Ninja Turtles, and I picked up one of his books when I was little, and I tried to draw Macaulay Culkin and myself and stuff, like a caricature book. I did try to draw like fucking detail and stuff, but it kind of looked kind of messed up. But I mean, but like I was always good at drawing hands and shit.
Oh yeah.
But
Damn, that's crazy. Hands are pretty tough to draw.
yeah, I mean, I'm probably not as good as I used to be. Like I said, like I took a break on doing that kind of art. I was doing music for a while. Like for a long time, I was doing music, and I was focusing all that. And when you put majority all your focus into that,
Right.
you know, because
You were writing songs and
yeah, and I kind of gave up on that kind of art for a while too. You know, like kind of how I give up on music for a while is kind of like a hiatus or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, man, fuck, I lost all my stuff. That's how it happened. I was at my parents' house, and I moved out for a while, and there was like all my good art and shit, and like they barely salvaged anything because it was on the walls, and they were like, we got to redo this fucking.
oh, they just like got rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, because
Oh,
it was all
shit.
like, I mean, it was a collage with
Yeah.
like magazines and everything, but it looked badass, kind of. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess they kind of didn't realize that some of it was my actual art or
Yeah,
some shit, or maybe they did and they just didn't want to put it in the effort or whatever.
Oh shit. That's pretty crazy. So
So
you
I
came
was-
back and it was all gone,
I mean, the vast majority of it. So like,
and then you're just like, fuck it, I'm done with art.
yeah, I was like, man, fuck that
Dude.
shit, you know. And I was like, I'm gonna go into doing music or something, you know.
Were you done music ever before that, or that was the first time you got
No,
into it?
I started writing music when I was little. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw this band there called Living Color, and like it was a bunch of these black dudes and like wetsuits, and they had like dreads and shit, and they were like singing this hard rock music on like, I think it was like SNL, and I was like, damn, I really want to be a singer. You know, my brother was like, you really want to be a singer? Because that was my first dream, was to be a singer, you know.
Whoa.
Like even in first grade, they were like, "What do you want? Draw what you want to be when you grow up. Want to be when you grow up." And mine was a singer with like a purple mohawk, with like a smiley face.
That's epic. You still have
And
this
then-
drawing.
No, and then I had drew two things because the other thing was an astronaut. Toeknee Martian. Get it? Huh?
Is that when Toeknee Martian came about?
No. I saw the Martian thing came about. I was at the WB store. I don't even know if they have that in them anymore. It's like the Warner Brothers store where they sell all the Looney Tunes stuff.
That's
you
sick.
know, and all the like the Batman stuff and stuff like that. And I was in some like little kid cave or whatever, and I was like, "That's how you spell Martian?" And I was like, "That's very, very, very close to Martin." And so I just added the extra A to my last name, and and I took Toeknee from like this guest on a talk show. He was like this goth kid, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And I was like, Toeknee, and I was like, "That's awesome." And then one day, like, or maybe like in my 20s, early 20s, I got tired of being called Little Tony.
Little Tony? Why were you called Little Tony?
Because I'm named after my aunt.
Oh.
So like everybody would always like,
Your aunt's name was Tony?
yeah.
Oh, that's wild, man.
So like, her name's Tony, and like, to refer to me, they would always call me Little Tony. No, not that Tony, Little Tony. And so I was like, I changed it to Nito. You know what I'm saying? I was like, everybody would call me Nito, so like, but no, I go by Tony. But like, some people call me Nito. That's why I like the tattoos on my knees.
You got a toe on your knee.
No, like,
And
you
a
know
knee
what I'm
on your
saying?
toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's epic. Toeknee Martian. Straight from another fucking universe.
Yes, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Who knows really what those orbs are, but let's not go where I'm going crazy and shit.
What orbs are you talking about?
They're green orbs.
You see green orbs?
On a troubling part of my life, I saw a green orb like reappear because I saw green orbs as like a child. And like I don't know, it was kind of weird and kind of frightening at first, but I mean, it seemed like I kind of knew him. And the last time I saw him was probably like 4 years ago during a tough time, and I thought I was gonna die, and I started praying and like meditating and shit, and it was weird. I saw a green orb come down just like the ones when I was a child, and I guess to say everything would be okay, but that's pretty much what I think we are, is we're just the celestial sphere.
The celestial sphere.
Yeah, because I took that out of this Baha'i writing, because I was raised as a Baha'i, because my mom's a hippie and stuff.
What's a
and
Baha'i?
It's the unity of all religions. It's from over there in Iran and all, but they say Iran or so, they say like Iran or something like that. When I started collabing with you and Raina, I was like, I kind of like was like, I kind of want to make friends, but I also kind of want to see other people's process of how to do art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that's why like collabing's dope, and then people like kind of see art as a like as a competition, which I really see it more as a competition with myself. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely is. Yeah.
You know, because there's always going to be somebody a whole lot better than you. You know what I'm saying? It could be like even a 5-year-old, you know what I'm saying? They're just some kind of like, like Prodigy, you know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, what was that little kid that that was skateboarding back in the day? Like, he was probably your age, whatever. I'm saying, like,
there's so many good
when I was a little kid, like, he came out, I was like probably like 15 or 16. He came out, he's like probably 10 or some shit.
Holy shit.
I forget his name, but like, I don't remember his name. I remember his name, but I was like, motherfucker, dude.
That's ridiculous.
All show me up and stuff. But that even happened like when I was at the mall before. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, and other people are gonna be in their art career, like further in it too. You know what I'm saying? You know, and do better than you and shit. But I mean, I just still do it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, yeah. Why do you do it then?
I mean, I'm like taking like a hiatus totally at the moment, but like when I do it, I just I do it for the love and like to like align and stuff. Like right now, I've been like writing lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And do I know where the lyrics will go or anything? I don't know. And like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just write stuff.
Yeah. No, not writing it because it'll potentially go anywhere. Just writing it to write it.
No, just like balance.
Balance too.
Pretty much like how the paintings balance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like without it, there's just no.
Well, I mean,
nothing stable.
I mean, I guess it's a log of my life. If anybody cares, and you know what I'm saying? It just kind of like you could pull good ideas from everything. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's a sentence, you know what I'm saying? Put it on a t-shirt. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you can put fucking anything on a t-shirt.
You know what I'm saying? Like write like a paragraph and be like, oh, that was one good line right there. But that's not usually how I write. But
So you're writing like poems or?
yeah, poems. Like sometimes I'll just write 4 or 5 sentences. You know, like 4 or 5 lines.
Yeah.
And like I'll share the 4 or 5 lines, but there probably is like 28 I didn't share. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, like all insecure about it and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, I'll sing like finished songs. And then sometimes I've written so many songs in the past that I like forget. You know, like I forget like the lyrics.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, cause I was like, I was at DOS yesterday and I had drank coffee and I was like, I guess filling the coffee. You know what I'm saying? I was on stage and I was like, I got to the second verse and I was like, now what was the next line and shit? And I was like,
fuck.
I mean, you like forget that. That's why like, but I mean, you can always go back to it. But like with different style anyway, because you progress anyway. Like the songs that I used to write, I would not write today.
No.
Yeah. Because back then, when I used to do music, I used to do like, I guess horrorcore stuff. A lot of horror. Damn. Like right when I say horrorcore. Like horrorcore and then other stuff like rap. I mean, still do that, but I don't know.
That's true.
What that?
It was like feeding off of my static.
I don't know. Probably said I don't know like 50 times in this thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty stoned. Holy shit. Yeah. Horror? What did you just say?
Horrorcore.
Horrorcore.
It's like, but it's like horror based, like songs and stuff. Like I was on like, this is how long ago this was. On MySpace, my song "Zombies Ate My Neighbors" did really good, and then I did a song called "Exorcist," but I sang it differently. That did alright, but the samples were really awesome. And if it was actually like a song that got put out in mainstream, none of those samples were probably cleared. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd probably be like, nope. You know what I'm saying? And I used to like steal music from like Nosferatu and then like put like drums to it and like Doom and stuff, you know, like stuff like that. And then I don't know, I moved to like other stuff, but like I wouldn't be as negative. Let's say, or as jaded, I guess.
Yeah.
Like my friend said, like when I showed him my lyrics at one point when he had a band. He was like, "That's pretty jaded, bro. It's kind of not the direction we're going for."
Nah, but you kind of just write whatever comes out or whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, and I mean, some songs are like an angry letter that you would throw away, that you make a song. That's how my old songs were, but I kind of do that still sometimes just to
release.
Yeah. Release the frustration.
Fuck yeah. Music is the greatest release. It's amazing.
See, right now, the main thing that I'm doing is focusing on the business side.
Yeah.
And so that's why I got two different.
You got your business tie on?
No, I'm just saying the business tie.
Your briefcase.
The business side of the aspects of art. Because like when you first start doing art, people don't tell you like, well, you don't actually intend to sell art at first.
Right.
And then people are like, offer you like, hey, I'll give you $50 for that, or I'll give you $100 for that, or how much you want for that, and you're like, damn, I'm broke. I could kind of part with that, for that much money and stuff.
So what's the business side that you gotta do?
I gotta figure out how to make T-shirts for events and stuff and actually come out on top and actually make money without T-shirts lying around.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That,
yeah,
and then also like kind of figure out the designs that will work, because I can't print a T-shirt as cheap as I can print a sticker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sticker designs, that's pretty cheap.
Stickers are awesome.
But like to make shirts, yeah, and then, but I'm just saying, like with the shirts, you don't know people's sizes too.
Right, so you gotta get multiple sizes.
Yeah, people come in different sizes.
Yeah.
Like, because then if a girl comes up to you and be like, I want a shirt, she doesn't want a shirt that's like a adult large male or whatever, or, you know what I'm saying, or adult large or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if she's like, well, a tiny girl, I don't know.
Different people, different sizes.
Yeah, people come in different sizes. I forgot.
Yeah, all shapes and sizes.
You know what I'm saying? Or like a little kid or something. That'd be pretty dope. To see like an alien or a little kid.
Like a diaper or some shit.
or like somebody was talking about yesterday making pendants, like necklaces. Yeah. I thought that would be pretty cool. Or like actually make toys. Like how I've seen other people make toys out of their stuff.
Like just like a figure or what?
Like if I made like an alien toy, like the double-headed alien.
Yeah.
Like you just say, I think, see, and that's what I'm trying to like figure out, like how to do that, because right now I actually am a starving artist. You know what I'm saying? Like even like making like getting one T-shirt printed right now would hurt me like horribly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how serious it. I'm like slurring my words. How serious it is, but whatever. I mean, I have people that I could depend on, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Or sell my car, or get a title loan, or however it is. I don't know. My favorite.
I mean, that's super cool to have people that you can depend on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not be out there on the streets and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been on the streets before, and that's
crazy.
I mean, when you've burned all your bridges and stuff, but I mean, it builds character. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I've been homeless for like quite like not too long, but like it was not good at all. I was like homeless for like a couple weeks, and I was actually like technically longer than that, but I kind of found a loophole and like went to a hospital for like that.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
you like pretended to be fucked
no,
up or
I mean,
something?
no, I mean, I was homeless, and I pretty much was suicidal. So you just tell them you're suicidal, and they'll take you into the hospital, so you don't hurt yourself.
That's wild. And you just like
got food and and a shelter and stuff, and then got out of there, and then told them that I was again, and then went to another hospital. I mean, I had nothing, nowhere to go really. You know what I'm saying? And when I got out of the hospital, I wasn't familiar with the area. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when I would just ride the bus to like a familiar area, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. It was just bad. It was a bad time. It was a bad time.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
But I mean, it was character building.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I was at my lowest point where I burned every bridge and, you know, like, hurt everybody. You know, that I mean, but that comes with like when you do like hard drugs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like, or popping pills and stuff and doing stuff like that.
What'd you take away from that whole experience?
To not do stuff like that, and like, you know, I mean, and you can't just chase that all the time, you know,
Yeah.
and be like doped out of your mind. There's more to life than that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially like I don't drink alcohol because like every time I drink alcohol, like some bad shit happens and shit. So I mean, so I kind of took that out of that. That's what I kind of took out of that it didn't agree with me,
Yeah.
you know.
Dude. That's crazy, man. But that's awesome. You made it out. Like, you made it through, and like, you're on the other side, and like, you feel. Like, how do you feel? You feel better? You feel?
I feel a lot better than.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, cause yeah, I feel a lot better than I did then. I mean, cause I've manifested everything that I pretty much have, and that's why. Don't even speak negative things because that shit will fucking come into fruition because words are spells. For real. You don't speak anything negative out loud. You know, like one time I had a dream. I had a dream that there was like this alien cartoon in my dream. And I woke up laughing because I was at this joke, but I had never seen this cartoon before. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like, and since I think like time is illusion, you dream, you like live parts of your lives in your dreams, and that's why you sleep. And that's what like deja vu is, and that's how you like think you know people forever, it's because time is illusion. You know, and so like maybe that is in the future. You know, because I used to dream about Colorado. Like even when I was married like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I would dream about Colorado. I would dream about this apartment. Like walking down the street to the stores and stuff. It's freaking weird. Going to the dispensaries and stuff. And like I was like, that's weird. You know, like, because I lived in Texas at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just weird.
You'd been to this place in Colorado before? To this spot?
No. No. When I used to come to Colorado as a kid, I would go to like the cooler places like Silverton and stuff like that, and like, you know, like Vail and like Colorado Springs and like up in the mountains, Pikes Peak, and like we went to that what was that, Santa Claus place or whatever? It was like some Santa Claus workshop or something. It was like somewhere by Pikes Peak. I think it's still there. I think I saw it. And I think it's like open. I don't know if it's still open, but like when I was a little kid, I remember I went there and I got like a sword and stuff and like a. But I used to frequent like.
You got a sword from Santa Claus's workshop.
Yeah, like it was like a plastic sword with like a armor vest and stuff. It was dope.
That's legendary. How'd your style come about?
My stuff. That's a good question. That's a good question. And I did not shout out this one artist in the interview either. Like a lot of my art when I was a teenager, it started out mimicking Toy Machine, because Toy Machine, get it, like Tony Martin, TM. So I drew like a bunny that kind of looked like the dude like that was going like this, like the monster. That was like that, but I drew it like that, but it was a bunny instead, and I called it the Dust Bunny. And instead of it saying Toy Machine, it said Tony Martin.
That's sick.
And it might even said Toeknee Martian at that time.
Yeah.
And I was like maybe like 12 or 13. And that's like, I mean, that's what kind of started my art. Like first I drew the Ninja Turtles, but then like it transitioned where I started drawing stuff like more skateboard stuff, like the Toy Machine and Birdhouse at the time, and like World Industries and like that stuff. that's how my drawings like came about, and then the paintings more like I guess Picasso, Basquiat, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, but like I think even Picasso like steal some of like Matisse's like color schemes and stuff. So I would think like I would like have to shout out Matisse and stuff because Matisse was really good at color. You know what I'm saying? I might have seen Matisse like when I was little.
Yeah.
And like I had the Scream painting on my wall when I was a teenager, but it was black and white.
Oh shit, that's cool.
You know, like I really liked that one.
And were you like actively trying to mimic some of these like artists or their pieces?
I mean, when I was a little kid, just at Templeton, I did that in The Simpsons and stuff. But like as an artist, when I started actually painting and doing art myself and actually trying to like, no, I wanted to develop my own style and stuff. And then like as a painter, like I did like Basquiat and stuff. So like I have to credit like Basquiat and like, cause it's really like it's the simplicity of it, but like it's still awesome and stuff. And like I just like, and that's kind of how skateboard like '90s art was. It was like very simple, but it was badass. Like it was like a little kid drew it, but like it was badass. Like I mean, you know what I'm saying?
No, totally.
And so I would have to credit like all those artists, and then I guess Ren and Stimpy could be like, I don't think mine's like Ren and Stimpy though. So this is really. I think at one point South Park, but that's really simple.
South Park. Yeah.
Like when I was but that's like like middle school things, like when you're drawing in class and stuff.
Yeah. Just making like cartoons and characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I was drawing like characters that look like South Park, and then Calvin and Hobbes. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, when I used to tag as a skater, my tags were Haze and Toxic. I mean, this is a long time ago, so whatever. Haze and Toxic, and like Hemp Effects, and like I would tag this character, and it kind of looked like Calvin, but you know what I'm saying? It was like mimicking Calvin, but it had the mouth like my little smoking dude that has right now. Like the little popular smoking dude had that mouth, but it had Calvin's hair.
Whoa.
And I at one point, me and my friend, we like tagged up we like stole like spray paint from the soccer, from the soccer fields, from like the little storage containers.
Yeah,
so like
they were like paint the stripes.
Yeah, so they were like orange. They were neon colors then, so like they kind of make sense that I have neons now because I was doing neon then.
Inspired by soccer.
So like we tagged up this like whole fence by like the community park. I don't even know how big that fence is. I think it was like maybe an eighth of a mile or something. It was just all tagged up with us, like every little cement panel. Just fucking bullshit. Like we practiced our tags and shit, just did everything, dude. It was like crazy. That's
epic.
And that was a good time. And I remember when my friend got home, he like told like his mom that some kid threw the paint on us and stuff, and that's how we had paint on us and stuff. And I remember like practicing my tag also on like the rec center, and right before they tore it down. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was like the rec center that nobody was really going to as much.
That's
like so epic. Like they were about to tear it down, like, you know, within the year and stuff. And then I also tagged like I had one tag name. It was called Kept at one point, and I tagged it behind a Foodorama, which is like I guess like a Safeway. I don't know if people know what Foodorama is. And then like it was the only tag that they kept on the wall. Everything else got painted over.
What?
Like, I don't know.
That's
I guess
awesome.
They wanted to be ironic
this one's
or
good.
something.
I like it.
I guess they wanted to be ironic or something. I don't know. Or I don't even know if I used that word right.
No,
probably not. I
that's
did it.
Amazing.
Did it.
No, but it's cool because like even now your art's still all like character based.
Yeah, I mean I didn't really notice that, but yeah.
but they're all like completely your own characters.
I mean, it would be dope, like, cause the last time I was tripping, I saw them come, like, they were like, it felt like they were talking to me, like, telling them to come to life. Like, the one that's on this wall over there, is like, wings were, like, flapping and stuff.
Oh, no
And
way.
it was like on New Year's, and I was like, damn. And I was like, it was like, and I could have swore they were like, you need to personify us.
Shit.
You know, it was weird. Like, they were talking to me. It was weird. Like, they're like, you've brought us to life. You just haven't really brought us to life. It was weird, dude.
Dude, I mean, imagine the cartoon you can make with these guys as the main characters. That's ridiculous.
There's so many of them. I should have stuck to, like, I mean, I have some that are like reappearing. Like like the rabbit, like I did the rabbit, and that reappeared because there was a rabbit in Colorado when I got here. And then like the rat, I do that because I have rats.
Yeah.
And really, because the rat got me featured. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's the
Respect
first
to
thing
the
that ever
rat.
got me featured. So I was like, damn. So I had to, like, credit my rat for that. And now, yeah, I have different rats now. It's whatever.
Fuck. That's crazy, man. When did you first, like, get a rat?
The first time ever?
Yeah. What made you want to get a rat?
First time I ever got a rat, it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine at all. It was my stepdaughter's rat. You know, like my ex-wife or whatever wanted a rat or whatever, or convinced my stepdaughter to have a rat, and it was supposed to be kept at our house and not at her dad's or whatever. And I was kind of iffy about it, but I always thought they kind of looked cute. But my mom's definitely like really afraid of them.
Yeah.
But she's held my rat, like my last rat. She hasn't held the new ones. She held like Dodie and stuff. But he was a different breed. He was like, I mean, because that was during the quarantine and stuff. So like I could like pay attention to him, like coddle him all the
Hanging
time.
with them
and
all the
stuff.
time, yeah.
I just kept them in my hoodie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember you just like chilling on your bed when I first came there.
Dude, because I would just keep them on my bed because wasn't it the quarantine? You know,
Yeah.
just like, I just put them in that little box and I just gave them a little blanket. I was like, all right, bro, just chill. And I just left them there all day. And even there was
Just
dogs
chill, bro.
there. There was dogs there. I even had like,
Dude, what? The dogs didn't mess with them.
they tried to, but like they respected me too. And I'm like sad about both of those. Both of those dogs have died now.
Shit.
And I don't know, but like they're like animals have really like inspired my art too. You know, cause
How so?
I've actually painted a person's dogs, and like I painted my cat. When my cat died, I painted her, and she like when I was in Texas, I used to paint my cat a lot, and even in an abstract way. And like I've sold paintings with my cat in it. And I actually sold a painting to like a high schooler, like I didn't like, and I sold it to her like really cheap. It was like a big painting for like $60. And like when I found out her story, it kind of like touched my heart because like she went over there and picked it up from my mom. She like got it from the city. Like she lives in the city that I painted the painting in, and where I was painting all my paintings in Texas. Like, and I don't know how she knew me and stuff. I guess an ad on Instagram or something. And she wanted the painting, I guess, because of her cat. And then when I found out that it's because of her cat, I guess her cat had died or something. I don't know. But the cat was my cat that had died. You know, like, but it was called the Tree of Life and Death, and it was my cat. But painted really abstract over like a tree, like a red tree, like eating a mouse, you know. But it was a picture that I had took of my cat. You know, a lot of my art had like, and still sometimes comes from pictures. You know, like I'll take a picture and I just do it really abstract. You know, like this one painting over there with the sun and the moon. I was like sitting down like this, Because, like, I had told some girl that I had liked her or something, and I tried to actually pursue her and stuff, and she was, like, told me that she didn't really, I guess, wasn't really feeling it or something, and so I was, like, really sad. So a lot of my art's just working through my emotions. And sometimes you don't tell people like all like the true meanings behind all art, because when you tell them like a sad story behind a piece, they might not want to buy it because they might, you know, I've had that ruin.
Or is
art
there like
before.
instances where like the piece has like a sad meaning, like you said, behind it, but people see either joy in it or like the opposite of what you put into it?
Yeah, because I've there's one at DOS right now where the alien is smoking,
Yeah.
and I was crying when I was doing it when I did that painting. And like I'm not even, and I like laugh about it, but like I was actually crying when I did that painting. I was crying when I did that painting. A lot of them, I mean, but that's how art is. You're just kind of working through your emotions, and by the time like maybe like an eighth or like even a fourth of a way through doing some of like these paintings, like you're good. I have like a few in here that are kind of like I could see them as sad, and other people would be like, "Oh, that's I like that," you know.
Yeah.
And but
it's also cool to just like let people have their own beliefs and
I mean,
ideas
kind
and
of, yeah.
their own perspective. It's interesting, at least. I don't know, to see what other people perceive your work as.
Especially like for real, that goes with all art, like songs and everything.
Right.
Because like you'll like a song or like it, like even a painting, like you're saying a painting, and it have like a totally different meaning.
Yeah. And
You
I
know what I'm
think
saying?
it's a lot just because you're so close to it, since you're the one making it, like you've seen it from birth, like it's your child, you know, you birthed it.
And some of them are hard to let go. When you sell a painting, you know what I'm saying? I've like when I've sold things off like my bedroom wall and stuff,
Yeah.
and people are like, "I want that painting." I'm like, "Motherfucker, dude!" I'm like, I look at that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when somebody's like pull something, because like I'm not, and that's what I have. Like the one thing that I'm lacking with this business, like working on the business aspect of art. Maybe I'm just slacking altogether. I'm just slacking on, but like I'm just saying, like I forgot where I'm going. What I'm saying.
You were talking about how the business part
Oh,
of
yeah.
your art.
Yeah, like I'm like slacking, like well, like I'm listing them, like online, like where I'm
Yeah.
listing my art. You're like, or actually, cause I'll list it, but then I won't actually go to Facebook or like go to the marketplace and list it. So people will be like, I want this painting, and like it won't even be listed anywhere. So they'll just be like, how much is this? You know, and I'll be like, fuck. I don't know, and that's like a hard thing with art too, is pricing your art.
Right.
And then, like, especially like if another artist comes, and that hurts the, I don't know if that really hurts the community too. But like if another artist comes and like prices their art really low next to your art,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Cause like, and you're like, damn man, I don't know if I should price my shit lower or higher, and like even pricing art is hard.
Right.
You know?
It's super hard, and there's like so much to think about when pricing it, like you said, like compared to other people's prices, then like how much like energy and time you put into it, and then each piece has its own meaning with you, you know.
Yeah.
That all goes into it. But yeah, I don't know, like I guess, what do you use to price your piece? Do you use like everything, like, or is there like something you base it off of?
Yeah. Sometimes I just base it off the size.
Yeah.
Just the size, and sometimes how long I've had it, and how easily I can let it go, and how new it is, like if it's new or something, and like.
New's got the primo price tag or what?
Well, I mean, or not totally. I mean, I don't really have anything that's new, but I'm just saying like the newer stuff will have like the higher price tag, I would think. I mean,
Yeah.
or if it's I don't know, it's just hard to say, because there's like some stuff like that one over there, I would be like, I don't know. I don't know what I would sell that for because it took me a long time and there's just so much meaning to
It's
it.
epic too.
But I'm saying because it like tells a story. There's like a story.
With like the orange and the green guy.
Yeah, the orange and the green guy. It's like it's pretty much like an argument, pretty much, or like kind of. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
yeah.
so like I don't know even how much I would sell that for because there's one that's like that, like probably the second one at Dank, which is like a different storyline, but it's like the same kind of thing. But like they're like, I think they were made like back to back, and like I would price that really high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like it has sentimental value and stuff. But like that's how art's really hard to really price. Like
Right.
anyway, like originals. Like a print's easy to price. Like I could price a print at $7 and be like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Right, because you can just make more.
Yeah, 'cause I can make another print for like $1, like 79 cents. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like, I really need a printer. Somebody buy me a printer. I need to set a
And a
Patreon
scanner.
up. I need
We need a scanner and a printer.
I need a Patreon. And I might set up one, a Patreon and like
Fuck
a
yeah.
GoFundMe or something. I've thought about that, like doing that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess like why, if some of these pieces are so hard to sell, why do you sell your art? Or why are you trying to? Or are you like?
I mean, I wasn't initially trying to sell my art at all.
Yeah.
You know, people, and then now like I've accumulated so much art like that I just kind of need the money now, and then also it's kind of like awesome that it's other places and that it's like just spreading love, like, you know, like when I sold the Buddha painting, that kind of hurt, and I really wish I got that scanned when I sold the Buddha painting with like all the rainbows and the chakras and I don't know, that was a tough one. And when I sold that one right there where he's grabbing that, I was like, why'd you have to pick that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, where he's grabbing the like
that
moon or
one's
something.
tight. He's like a shadow monster too.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's just probably a variation of those dudes right there. Cause a lot of times I just copy myself as an artist. Like if there's a blank space, I'll be like, what was dope in that painting?
Yeah.
What element was dope in that, and what can I put there? Cause I think I've done the snakes a lot.
The snakes.
Yeah, to represent the Kundalini and stuff.
You always do those big teeth, the big white teeth. Not always, but
I've been doing like
the infinity nose.
Yeah, I always do the infinity nose because it's just good. Like, and I've seen some other artists do it, and I think she lives in like the Philippines or something. Like, I saw her do it like on some art thing, and I friended her on Facebook. Because I was like, I've never seen anybody else do a nose that was like an infinity sign, so.
Yeah. That's cool.
And like, symbols are really powerful, so.
Don't you like put Reiki symbols in your painting?
Some of them I have actually, and some of them are actually on the sides. Cause I see kind of my art as Reiki, and like even to people that look at it, you know, cause I'm working through my emotions too, and I've actually do Reiki on it too. You know, like the smoking dude, I've done Reiki on that, like. When I've passed by it, since it's that thinking stuff, I'll like sometimes do Reiki on it, like what, and be like, I love you, and send like Reiki to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I haven't come down on my price on that painting. And like, if I actually went into Dank and I saw that it was sold, I'd probably be like, oh my god, and be like, I don't know. That would kind of be a tough day.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Just having it hung up and it can get sold under your feet without you even knowing.
And that's weird too.
Yeah.
Weird when like you sell it like your art at a gallery or some shit like that, and you don't know who has your art.
Right.
You know,
you kind of like selling it in person.
I mean, it's just weird, like when you transition to that. You know, when you start selling to strangers. You know, because, like, when you first start selling, you start selling to friends.
I got one more question for you. But before I ask it, where can people check out your work? Where can they give you that Patreon?
On Instagram.
Yeah. Toeknee Martian.
Yeah, Toeknee Martian.
Toeknee Martian.
I mean, you could just look that up. I mean, there's 3s in it. But, I mean, if you just want to look up Toeknee Martian, if you just want to search that,
Hell yeah.
It pops up.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one. I've been using that name for years. And if you, like, look on Google, you might find a lot of stuff. Like, I even have Urban Dictionary, like, words under that name.
That's what's up.
I've been using it for a long time.
It's a pretty legendary name. So, Toeknee Martian, I'm wondering, what does art mean to you?
What does art mean to me? Art is love, pretty much. I mean, a lot of times I just fill my life with that, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, like, in my life, I spend a lot of time alone, and it's given me the time to, like, make a lot of stuff, you know, like, I used to put out, like, a song a day, and then I used to put out, like, a painting, like, every 2 days, and just bust them out, you know what I'm saying? It's just very, very fast, and I just find love, it's just in there, like, you know, like, in the stroke. That's, like, messed up to say in the stroke. Feel like the brush stroke, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks for listening. Share this with your friends if you liked it. And don't forget to be cool. Peace out.
Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of AndreasTalksArt. Don't forget to leave me a review. It helps me improve the show. And if you got anything out of this episode, I'd really appreciate it if you shared it with one of your friends. Till next time, we out.